Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for April 29th, 2025. So, it's still early. It's not quite time to take them for the second walk. We already went on our first walk. But you know what? Those people, they didn't come around and take the brush. And I saw my neighbor out there. She was mowing her lawn, and I seen another neighbor out front. He was doing his, lawn too. So I talked to the lady and I said, "Hey," I said, "how come yesterday was a brush pickup? They didn't pick up, the brush. They didn't do my house. They didn't do the house there or on the adjacent streets." And so she called them, and they said she called the city hall, because like when you have a problem, that's who you call. So she called there and she said, "Hey, these people, they have not picked up the brush." And I guess the city hall is trying to contact them. So I guess, they're going to come back out. And this morning, because this happened before I took the dogs for a walk, because the car was heating up. And then I saw some kind of workers for the town right there. And I asked them, I said, "I've seen the people come pick up the brush, but they didn't come by my house." And I said, "They didn't do my neighbors. They didn't do up the road and all the adjacent houses." They said, "Oh," they said, "I saw them when they were finishing up yesterday, and I think they're gonna keep coming until they're finished." So I said, "Oh, okay," because I don't want to bother anybody. It sucks if I have to wait another month, but I'm gonna wait for the day to pass. And if I don't see anybody come, I'm gonna call tomorrow and I'm gonna make a little complaint, because I was telling the guys that I was talking to over there. I said, "What, are they being picky and choosy and who they want to pick up their brush or what?" I said, because I'm tired of looking at that. It's been sitting there for a month. So we'll see. So today, this morning, or a little bit ago, I had a phone call from some sort of, some scam or somebody trying to sell me something. So, I pick up. Sometimes I'll pick it up, So I picked up, and this lady was asking me all kind of questions and stuff. And I'm like, "What is this for?" She's like, "I'll get to it." Like, they didn't want to, like, straight out tell me. But then when they put the person on the other line, because they said, "Oh, okay, you passed all the questions," I didn't give them any super personal stuff. Or information. And so they transferred me to some lady, and then I realized, oh, they're trying to sell life insurance, and because I could tell from some of the words she said. And I said, "Well, you know what, before you go through all this, I'm going to tell you one thing." I said, "If I die, I die. I don't care for any kind of life insurance. Whatever you do with my body after I die, do it. Whatever. Burn it, throw it in a wooden box, bury it in the desert. I don't care." I said, because I'll be dead. And I don't have any family. So, I told her, "Just do whatever you do with dead bodies when you find them and put me over there, because I'll guarantee you I don't need the body anymore." And I said, "All I have is my two dogs." "Oh, well, people get life insurance to make sure your dogs are taken." I said, "No, you know what? They can just, go and to the shelter, and hopefully somebody can adopt them. Because if I'm gone, they're going to be unhappy anyways, right? And I plan on outliving them, so, I'm in pretty good health. From all the questions she asked me, she's like, "Wow, you're in good health." I said, "Well, I don't eat fast food. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I don't drink soda even." I said, "I don't do anything to, they didn't ask about vaping." But hopefully soon I'll be done with that too. But I don't do anything to, hurt my health. If I die, car crash or hurricane, when something happens, I die. I have no choice over that. So whatever people do when people die, if the family can't afford, just do the same thing with me, because I tell you, I don't need the body anymore. That's my beliefs. I don't care if they cremate me. I don't care if they throw me in a box. I don't care, because I don't need the body anymore. It's no good to me anyways, right? It's such a terrible thing, that people, they plan for their deaths. I know my mom did. I think because when my mom died, my sister told me that she already picked out her urn. Like, she knew she was dying, so she paid for whatever she needed to pay for when it happened. And then it happened, and then my sister did what she did, and now my mom is just sitting at my sister's house in a purple urn. You know? My brother, they found him dead. My dad paid for him to get cremated, and where is he? He's sitting in a box under my dad's desk. Not even in an urn, just in a plastic box in a bag. You know? They don't even care about him. My mom, she cared about herself because maybe she thought nobody would care about her. So she had to pay everything. You know? And then my sister saying, oh, she had nothing to leave. My mom had a car. She had all kind of furniture. She had money from when she left Las Vegas. What does she mean mom didn't leave her anything? She left her everything, as far as I know. So, you know, my mom, she tried to treat my mom like she was broke and had nothing to offer, yet she took everything my mom had. That's a terrible person. My sister's a terrible person. Anyways, well, I let her go. She ain't part of my family anymore, my brother, my dad, nobody that I know. I have no family. So if I die, I just die. That means it's my time. They could do whatever they want with the body because my spirit will be gone anyways. That's how I look at things. You know, so, and hopefully they can, you know, take the dogs to a shelter and they find a new home, whatever. You know, I mean, what can I do after that? I'm dead. There's not, you know what I'm saying? I'm dead, I'm gone. What are they going to do? Chase after me for money? For you know what I'm saying? They can't because I'm dead. You know, this is such a waste of money. People getting the life insurance. Oh, don't worry your family. That's just a way for them to get money, you know, money off of you because you're already old and, you know, they're trying to just squeeze every cent out of you. When I'm gone, I'm gone. Okay? If anything, I might make a will, you know, or something like that to, you know, leave the house to somebody and the rest of my accounts is going all to my best friend. Whether she wants it or not. She can have the house and she can have everything that's in my bank account. She's younger than I am, so if anybody in this life deserves anything, I will give everything to her. No one else. You know? Give it to her for her and her family. Maybe the house will get lost though, because I wouldn't want to put payments and all that on her. You know, but if it is paid off and everything's good, yeah, I give her the house. I give her my bank accounts, whatever. Because I won't need it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't care whatever they do with my body, just do whatever. What happens when people die? They throw you in the ground or they put you in an urn and they sit you on the counter or on the mantle or whatever you got there. I don't care for anybody to do that with my remains. Just get rid of it, whatever you do. Because I'm hoping my spirit goes around, or maybe I'm going to a reincarnation. Who knows? But I'm not trying to pay people until I die like that. I'm already paying for the house. That's enough for me to pay out to go. And the rest of my time and the rest of my money saved is going to go to traveling. You know, going camping, going here, going there, whatever. You know? People take death so seriously, but they don't realize, you know, it happens. And then, you know, you die, everybody's sad for a day or two, and then everybody goes back to their normal lives. No need to dwell on it. It happens. It's going to happen to them too, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I don't really care much about what they do with me if I pass away. But yeah, I'm probably going to leave everything to my best friend that I have. Leave it to her and her family, whatever they want to do with it. They can do it, whatever they want with it. You know? But I'm not going to pay into some sort of life insurance until I die. You know, I mean, come on. You know, I have no choice on when I go. I'm just going to go. You never know. All kind of natural disasters happening here. You know, and with the way the world is going right now, shoot, I might die of starvation. Who knows? Because we won't have any groceries in the, you know, because they're taking away all the people who were working the fields and all that stuff. You know, all the tariffs, can't get the foods from overseas. You know, if anybody dies in this times, it's probably going to be from starvation. Yeah, because of what's going on. Anyways. I'm kind of like venting a little tiny bit, but it's okay. It is what it is. But yeah, that's all I have. You know, I'm still hoping that these people come and pick up that brush in the front. It's an eyesore for me. I'm sure it is for the other neighbors too, but I don't like it there. I like my stuff to look clean and tidy. But I guess I'm just going to have to wait, you know. Oh, check this out. Check this out. I told you guys about the lettuce, that I was going to try to put it in some water and let it sprout. It is already sprouting. Look at that. I cut these flush, and these are already sprouting out. Can you believe that? It's already sprouting out new stuff. I'm just going to leave it under there. I have it underneath my table right here. This right here is onion. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. Ooh, it looks like maybe it is. I see a little sprouty there. I don't know. Let me put some more water in here. Yeah. You know? I think, I don't know. I'm just giving it a try. It's all experimental. But that lettuce, when I came out this morning, I was like, oh my God, I didn't do nothing with those. So I just keeping it under here, so nothing bothers it. You know, smells a little oniony, but it's okay. Yeah, you see that? Huh. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I'm Mona. This is Sacred Geometry Universe Video Journal Diary for April 29th, 2025, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.